Hello, good evening everyone. Hello, namaskar dosto. Welcome to another ELM live session, Wednesday 6 p.m. I conduct these sessions specifically for my ELM learners. ELM learners बोल दीजिए या face to face learners बोल दीजिए. उनके लिए हम ये session particularly करते हैं because I get an opportunity to interact with lot of my face to face guests who are constantly adding learning value in this ecosystem. And we talk about market, we could talk about life, we talk about various other things which we feel is important to be discussed. वैसे ये casual conversations और normal not so serious conversations typically रहता है. And I am finding that a lot of people are finding value in these amazing video sessions which we conduct with experts. Today I'm going to be blessed because आज जो मेरे साथ जुड़े हैं एक दो तीन नहीं तकरीबन 8 एक्सपर्ट्स यहाँ पर जुड़े 7 एक्सपर्ट्स यहाँ पर जुड़े एंड वी आर गोइंग टू हैव ग्रेट टाइम टुगेदर. वो कहते हैं ना कि योर नेटवर्क इज योर नेटवर्थ. तो मेरे साथ जो जुड़े हैं वो सब पार्ट ऑफ माय नेटवर्क है एंड दे आर डेफिनेटली हेल्पिंग मी टू इम्प्रूव माय नेटवर्थ. वैसे नेटवर्थ का डेफिनेशन सबके लिए अलग अलग है. मेरे लिए नेटवर्थ का डेफिनेशन इज नॉट जस्ट मनी, इट्स अबाउट द कंपाउंडिंग व्हिच आई एंजॉय इन माय लर्निंग जर्नी. So all these gentlemen who have joined today have given so much to me in terms of becoming a better market participant, becoming a better friend, and also becoming a better human being. So let me just welcome all of them in this single frame, and you'll be very excited to see all of them together. So without any preference of name, we have all of them here. So Rakesh Bhai, Pramal Bhai, Patik, Vishal, Santosh, Kiru and Piyush. Hello everyone, good evening.
Hey, hi, Hal. Very good evening.
Thank you all of you for joining for this very short 45-minute session where we can do a lot of chit chatting. And I have two important topics to be discussed today. English, Hindi, जिसमें आपका मन करे आप बात कीजिएगा. पहली टॉपिक क्या लगता है? So all of you will give your respective perspective about क्या लगता है. I'm going to make it fill in the blanks. तो जरूरी नहीं है कि मार्केट की बात करनी है. क्या लगता है हमें आप खुद भी फिल कर सकते हैं. It's your choice. Okay. And second, I want to talk about a very important point which I just initiated, that your network is your net worth, and how building a solid network and how you were able to build a good network for yourself and how it has changed your life as a market participant. So सबसे पहले चालू करें क्या लगता है, and anyone can start and probably the other people can join.
So I'll start because मैंने आपको मना किया था ये मत पूछना क्या लगता है और आपने चालू उससे किया. बेसिकली मार्केट में पार्टिसिपेशन बहुत ही ड्राई है फिलहाल. सो काफी लोग, अभी रिपोर्ट भी आया था 30-40 लाख इन्वेस्टर्स बंद हो गए लास्ट 6 महीने में. देयर इज डेफिनेट ड्रॉप इन द वॉल्यूम एंड देयर इज डेफिनेट ड्रॉप इन द पार्टिसिपेशन. इसीलिए डाउन साइड में या अप साइड में कहीं पे फोर्स नहीं आ रहा है बिकॉज देयर इज नो फॉलो अप. जहाँ फॉलो अप नहीं होता है वहाँ पैसा बनाना थोड़ा मुश्किल है. सो पर्टिकुलरली पार्टिसिपेशन होना जरूरी है, तभी जाके पैसा बनता है. पार्टिसिपेशन मेरे हिसाब से टॉप से 20 से 25% कम हो गया. So, जब लास्ट 1.5 साल आप देखें तो नॉन डायरेक्शनल ही मार्केट रहा है. उधर का उधर घूम रहा है. 1000 पॉइंट ऊपर 1000 पॉइंट नीचे घूम पे वापस मीन पे आ जाता है. तो लैक ऑफ डायरेक्शन से लोग थके भी है. 1.5 साल से काफी लोग थके कि डायरेक्शन नहीं है. स्मॉल कैप मिड में काफी लोगों को नुकसान भी हुआ है और ऑप्शन प्रीमियम भी काफी, मतलब जो पहले जूस मिलता था 2021-22 में, अभी वो 22-23 में है नहीं. तो ऑप्शन सेलर भी थोड़े थक रहे हैं अभी थोड़ा. तो कहीं लैक ऑफ पार्टिसिपेशन है. तो क्या लगता है तो बोले तो अभी तो पैसा लग रहा है लोगों को.
तो राकेश जी इन अ वे हर रोज उठते हैं और दिमाग लगता है. हर रोज पैसा कमाने के लिए हर रोज दिमाग लगता है.
रोज नया दिमाग लगता है.
सही बात है. तो ये जैसे आपने कहा कि जूस खत्म हो गया है, तो क्योंकि इतना डल हो रखा मार्केट, तो रेड बुल पिलाया जाए फिर सबको.
रेड बुल बिल्कुल, मार्केट को रेड बुल पिलाइए सर.
मार्केट को रेड बुल पिलाते हैं, इसका मतलब बुल लेके आना पड़ेगा. लेकिन बुल आने के पहले एक बार माहौल रेड होता है. सो दिस इज द रेड माहौल इन द मार्केट राइट नाउ, बट डेफिनेटली बुल फेज आएगा. एंड वी ऑल नो बिकॉज वी हैव सीन, ऑल ऑफ अस हैव a touch of gray hair except Pathik, who still look 18 and 19. And Piyush, I don't want to talk about his age because that's a different level of complexity I want to get into.
But freeze हो गया उसका age.
वो फ्रीज हो गया. He's जो बचपन में खेलते थे ना, फ्रीज, स्टैचू. तो पीयूष मां स्टैचू हो गया बैठा. So, so what I'm saying that people with a lot of experience, gray hair, they have realized this is one of the phase of market. और जो नए आए हैं obviously उनके लिए तो shocking है ही, because they are not used to making money market in this kind of scenario. Not that we all are making money in market. हम भी market में पीछे होके देख रहे हैं. पैसा खो तो नहीं रहे. At least I know that I'm not losing money, because as I have always said, that exit is as important as entry. पर राकेश भाई, just to continue what you said, कि अगर आप सिस्टम बेस्ड ट्रेडर है और आपका सिस्टम आपको पैसा नहीं दे रहा अभी, तो how do you manage yourself in that scenario?
Basically, it forces us to go back to drawing table. So हम ऑब्जर्व तो करते ही है, और there is nothing that out of turn that is happening with the system. लेकिन बाजार का जो माहौल है वही ऐसा है. So there is nothing wrong with the systems, but still we have to go back to drawing board and try and work out things that are suitable for this kind of a market. So constant upgradation in the product, constant upgradation in systems, the way we should work, probably change allocation to certain systems, and try and generate some return at least, if not more. So क्योंकि algo trader होने के कारण हमको participation तो करना ही पड़ता है irrespective, because we don't know which day, which month, which quarter or which week will give us money. So participation तो करते ही करते हैं, but constant उसको evolve करने का कोशिश करते हैं. We try and understand the regime change, if at all that has happened in the market. Like I give you an example of regime change. Tuesday Fin Nifty expiry के कारण Bank Nifty का movement कुछ अलग ही हो गया है, जो पहले कुछ अलग था. So we go and reflect and try and do some modification to what we are running, and try and capture the recent जो भी changes आए हैं. That is what we try to do. And going back to these are the best time to do research, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Period होता है, like those who prepare in off season get lucky in the season. That is what I've heard, and this is the time to be prepared for a season that might come tomorrow.
जी, ये तो एक्चुअली सही बात है कि मंदी में जो बिजनेसेस खड़े होते हैं वो तेजी में उसका फायदा उठाते हैं. तो ट्रेडिंग भी कुछ ऐसा ही है. मंदी में जो खड़े रह जाते हैं वही तेजी में फायदा उठाते हैं. That we have seen in last 2-3 years. एक अच्छी बात है, this lovely panel which I have, one common thing among all 8 of us is we are very system driven people. We have defined our rules कि ये ही करना है, ऐसे ही करना है, और उसके अगेंस्ट हम लोग कहीं पर भी, if I remember all our face to face, if I remember you very clearly, Pathik has a system, Piyush has a system, Kiru obviously comes from a very systematic trading background, Pramal Bhai, he is my guru of system. So, every one of us have a defined system. So that shows the expression on the face that we are not in pressure. Yeah? क्या बोलते हो विशाल भाई? आपका तो चेहरे पे हमेशा खुशी रहती है, तो but do you feel any kind of pressure right now? I'm sure you are also underperforming for last 2-3 months, isn't it?
So that is completely valid point, Vivek bhai, कि there has been a performance pressure. Let's accept it. And वो बोलते हैं ना कि ऑप्शन सेलर के 9 महीने, बेचने वाले के 9 महीने, तोड़ने के 3 महीने. And these are these months which we have to be very careful with in terms of lot of things. So these are tremendous, क्योंकि इंट्राडे वॉलेटिलिटी इतनी बढ़ गई है जिसका हिसाब नहीं है. तो आप जो स्टैंडर्ड 920 स्टेटस और जो टाइम बेस्ड स्टेटस चल रहे थे, which was like everybody was doing it. No offense.
Yeah.
The music was on, everybody was dancing to that music. Now there is a time that people, I think so, जो news आए हुए हैं कि भाई market is going to go up till 5 o'clock, 11 o'clock. May not, it has started discounting it, but at least market maturity has gone up tremendously. Market, Rakesh bhai definitely, put out a point that participation has gone down, but at our level, आज की तारीख में हम लोग देख ले तो everybody is doing into option selling. So that market has become really, really difficult to trade on. So the idea is to, evolve. Because I still remember sitting with some New York-based friends, and we were discussing our strategies, like the standard ones, and they started laughing at me. Like, क्यों हंस रहे हो भाई? Like, ये सब strategies used to work 5 years, 10 years in the market way back in New York, like US. Now they have stopped all. So now it is more of deltas, Vega plays. A smarter audience would come in now.
सही है. तो I think options market तो definitely has given huge opportunity to people to build wealth in last 3-4 years. But cash
one more
market
thing
का
to
बात
add,
करते हैं.
sorry
Yes,
to
yes, yes.
interrupt,
True.
Vivek.
Go
One
ahead,
more
go
thing
ahead,
to
go ahead.
add here is, see, no, most of the retail no traders are no hard to accept the change. Like we are very very reluctant to accept the change. Initially, if you consider long back, even with respect to recently, people talking more about markets getting extended. But during 1993 and 94, markets were open only between 12 o'clock to 2:30. It was just for only
Yes.
2.5 hours. And later they extended to 3 o'clock and 9 to 3, and later it keeps evolving. And moreover, with each and every regulations that is coming in. For an example, at the time of introduction of STT, there were no huge barrier among retail traders that they were reluctant to accept it. And even with respect to increased margin, which happened in 2020 and 21, and nobody were ready to accept it. People were they really want the leverage, and they want the leverage to continue. But eventually, what happened? They introduced the they removed the leverage, and government did what they wanted to do. So if we are very reluctant to accept these changes, then we would not be able to evolve. We won't be able to survive the markets for long enough. So even with respect to extending the market timings, like whether it is being extended till 5 o'clock or till 11 o'clock, if we have the worst case scenario in our mind, okay, this is what's going to happen, and this is what's going to be my plan, then we will not be stressed at all, like whatever the outcome is. If A happens, this is what I'm going to do. If B happens, this is what I'm going to do. So we'll not be stressed about what's going to happen tomorrow. So this way, it will be much beneficial for retail traders to accept what it is going to happen. And then if we move on, it is much more easier to handle any kind of events.
सही है, सही है.
Vivek ji, on
Santosh,
that,
you want to add something?
yeah, on that what I'm saying कि hopefully NSE will take a baby steps, क्योंकि एक साथ में हम सीधा अगर 12 बजे पहुंचेंगे, that would be difficult for all the guys to adapt the changes. So maybe the first phase would be that they're going to start from around 3:30 to maybe around 5 o'clock. That would be a first phase. And a lot of guys are saying here that NSE may go only for the futures, index future that would be trading. Absolutely, I don't think so. That okay, it will be absolutely options would be there. Okay, it would be complete options, derivative, all the FNO would be there. It irrespective of only index, because in Indian market, if NSE is putting so much efforts, resources to just keep one indices which is hardly being traded, it doesn't justify them to keep those resources up and running and be just to justify the regulators also if something goes down. Okay, so for me, if they go ahead, they will definitely go ahead with the options. Definitely, that will be the first baby. Completely, option would be there. Futures, I know that's a second story, but option would be there. And so first baby should be ready for until 5 o'clock. And if that works out very well, then definitely be ready for 11:55. So I would suggest find out the partners. Okay, like in Sony Alpha, I have a partner. We were happy saying that, hey, I'm the partner. Hey, morning shift I'm going to handle. So evening shift you have to handle. So if you guys are trading solo, then find out some partners or make some partners with you guys so that you can face the new challenge. Otherwise, it would
Yeah,
be too.
even
Yeah.
if that happens, like even there is markets like forex market which is running almost for 24 hours a day, but people don't sit and trade almost all the 24 hours. Probably they can trade only when a Japan market opens in the morning, or London market opens in the afternoon, or US market opens in the in the night. So if they could segregate into 3 different time zones, and accordingly if they try to automate it or run their algos based on these time frames, probably it will be much easier to handle their overall trading.
A
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
guys, are saying, "Yeah, I'll go ahead. Life easy." Believe me, it's not easy. Life we have to sit throughout the day. Because
Yeah.
don't think algo hai to it's everything is running smoothly. We have to monitor it. In fact, we have to monitor more. Yeah, because this is like a nuclear button. Okay, you have to just something happens, it's gonna burst. You're gonna have a really bad effect. Yeah.
सही है. Now, तो एक काम करते हैं, थोड़ा हम कैश मार्केट वाले गरीबों के पास चलते हैं. आप लोग फ्यूचर ऑप्शन वाले बड़े बड़े लोग हैं, हम लोग अब थोड़ा कैश मार्केट में आ जाते हैं. तो
सर जी,
क्योंकि
कैश
हम
मार्केट में बड़ा कैपिटल लगता है, वो गरीब नहीं होते हैं। हम लोग के पास पैसा नहीं है, हम लोग छोटा करके जाते हैं।
let me rephrase. हम थोड़े बोरिंग लोगों के पास आते हैं.
हाँ, ये
Extremely
चलिए,
boring and dull people, cash market guys. Because I also belong to that camp these days where I am happy to be boring. So let's talk to Piyush and Pramal bhai. Hey, incidentally, I've just observed both of you have 6 letters in your name. Huh? It's a common thing you guys have, huh? Pramal and Piyush.
6 लेटर्स होने से सिक्सर लगता है क्या?
अच्छा, चलो
देखिए राकेश भी चुपचाप बैठे हुए हैं। ठीक है, 6 letter वाले, ठीक है.
See, I
This
would,
is
I would
actually quite a
actually
coincidence. A lot of us are with name 5 and 6, so I don't know what to infer out of it.
विशाल भी चुपचाप बैठे हुए हैं.
विशाल प्रतीक
Yeah, don't get Vishal started.
Okay, Prabal bhai, I want to go to you. Relative strength, which is, we share a common passion of relative strength practice. In this kind of a market where typically stocks with a relative strength also will show price going down because market will be weaker than them. That's why they're going down. How do you handle a situation where you know that stock is strong, but it is still going down because market is pushing that stock?
see, basically what we always do is ongoing basis पे strength identify करना है. That's the core purpose of relative strength studies, So I can quote you like numerically on 3rd of September 2021, the index closed on the same level which we closed today. I'm
Okay.
talking of 3rd September 2021. We are almost like 1.5 years forward, and still we are at the same level where Nifty was. And as I check today also, there are pockets of opportunity in cash market and sectors which have outperformed this phase of market. I would like to voice them out as I talk to everybody. See, these are like casting and forging, oil exploration, cement, bearings, electronic components, cigarettes, infrastructure, printing and stationery, auto ancillary, cables, pipe, plastic products, and sugar. These 13 sectors have outperformed the market in spite of being this phase, wherein the market is absolutely flat if you consider Nifty, and these sectors have all given positive alpha. Okay. Now the job out here for a cash market investing purpose is he has to find out strong stocks within these sectors. If the sector is performing, and if there is a strong stock which is performing faster than the sector, obviously this sector as a whole is performing, is going to give you great returns. And I myself have taken great returns. I have taken great returns in Sera. Tiles and sanitary are going, it's shooting every day. I see so many stocks in that sector, they are working very good. And I just bought the strongest one, which was Sera. It has high liquidity, high market cap, everything was fine with it. And you just see the performance from that date, and you will come to know how much it could deliver. Same also goes with some special opportunities which market keeps on throwing to us. Recently, around 1.5 months back, I capitalized on investing with Symphony. Now, Symphony traditionally every year I've seen in the last 3 years, it goes like 20-30% makes move every summer when it's approaching because of the product which it deals into.
Yeah.
And last time when the Q3 came, they came out with an announcement that they are buying every 1,000 rupees share for 2,000 rupees from the retail at 200 CR they want to spend for acquiring that stake. Now here we have an opportunity where we at one side have a company which is dealing with air coolers, has a majority of the market in the country, and last 3 years it has jumped 20-30% every single time in summer. On the top of it, 1,030 was the price on that day, and the company was offering 2,000 rupees as a buyback price. The promoters are holding 72% already. They can go up to 75%, but for the 2.5%, they are offering 2,000 rupees, and the free float is less than 9% for that stock. So it's huge money out. You just have to buy in at that point because risks will always remain. But if you wait them out, there is ample opportunities. And I'm proud to say in this market conditions in last 1.5 months, I'm already sitting on a 15% gain on that investment. It's all about finding out opportunities. How you discover opportunities, how you source your opportunities, and how you basically you have to be with demand. See, as retail investors, as cash market investing, what we can do is go long. I'm not in sync with others who are going short or long, both sides. We don't have that discretion. So for me, finding on strength is my core, and that's what we do with RS, and relative strength delivers us. Every single type of market has always a sector which performs. You have to find out those sectors which are performing and take the strongest stock out there which is going to deliver you.
सही है Yay! We belong to the same camp. That's why I have a biasness for RS, whatever he says. Let's talk to Piyush. और एक बात वैसे प्रमल भाई ने अच्छी कही कि अपॉर्चुनिटी सभी टाइम फ्रेम पे मिल जाती है अगर ढूंढने का जज्बा हो एंड वन ऑफ द वे टू आइडेंटिफाई अपॉर्चुनिटी इज टू बी अराउंड गुड पीपल एज दे से दैट यू आर एवरेज ऑफ 5 पीपल अराउंड यू तो अगर आप अच्छा नेटवर्क नहीं बनाओगे और आपके पास में वही लोग होंगे जो क्रिप करेंगे अरे सूल आगे छे अरे मार्केट तो ऐसे ही अरे ये सब वालों के साथ में रहोगे तो वही बन जाओगे सो यू नीड टू बिल्ड योर नेटवर्क एंड अल्टीमेटली स्टॉक मार्केट में क्यों पीयूष भाई आप तो नेटवर्क के उस्ताद हो स्टॉक मार्केट में बड़ा पैसा नेटवर्क से ही बनेगा बरोबर है
इससे पहले ना मुझे एक अपना मतलब एक चीज एकदम स्ट्राइक करके विवेक व्हेन यू वर टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस हम कहते हैं कि यू आर एवरेज ऑफ 5 पीपल अराउंड यू और ऐसा भी कहा जाता है मार्केट में योर पोजीशन इज द एवरेज ऑफ द 5 पीपल्स पोजीशन अराउंड यू तो 5 लोगों की पोजीशन किसी की 17,300 पर खड़ी है किसी की 17,400 पे किसी की 17,200 पे तो आपका एवरेज जो है ना अगले 5 लोगों का एवरेज ही आपका सो बेसिकली सो कमिंग बैक टू द नेटवर्किंग पार्ट I believe that Twitter has given us a great platform, whether we acknowledge this or not. So all of us have met through Twitter because of Twitter, and that social media platform has expanded so much. So जो हमें कितनी opportunities मिली हैं, the recognition that we have got, the work we have got is via all the network that we have earned through this. So yes, but network does not happen just automatically. आप किसी से मिल लिए, that is not a network. There's a lot of responsibility that goes in the network formation also. आपको एक the goodwill has to be there, the rapport has to be there. You also have to perform responsibly in this entire scenario. So the trust has to be earned. Though you can meet people through Twitter, through the networking events, but the trust still has to be earned. So I believe that only good work eventually takes you further in life.
यस यस एब्सोल्युटली अगर आप और एक जो भावना रहती है ना कि आप दोगे तभी आपको मिलेगा खाली आप लेने की बात करोगे तो आफ्टर अ पॉइंट पीपल डू रियलाइज कि इसको खाली चाहिए देने में इंटरेस्टेड है
विवेक भाई देन लेट्स टर्न द टेबल फॉर अ सेकंड कि आपके लिए बिकॉज नाउ यू नो वी हैव बीन वर्किंग विथ यू और हम लोग ने देखा भी है कि कहीं पे भी जाते हैं तो सब सेल्फी खींचने बैठ जाते हैं ओके मेरा पॉइंट ये है कि आपको नेटवर्क से आपका कोई एकदम बेनिफिट हुआ हो या फिर व्हाट हैज रियली हेल्प्ड यू इन योर ट्रेडिंग करियर इफ यू कैन शेयर अ स्टोरी दैट वुड बी इवन ऑसम
सर मेरा नेटवर्क का आई थिंक द होल कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ फेस टू फेस केम with the thought process of building a network and fortunately covid happened so that whole journey became very fast forward कि सबको ही अवेलेबल हो गए आज हम कैसे सोच सकते हैं विशाल भाई कि यहाँ इंडिया में बैठ के मिस्टर मार्क मिनेवेनी का इंटरव्यू करेंगे सोच भी नहीं सकते सवाल ही नहीं उठता है तो वो थॉट प्रोसेस नेटवर्किंग का बिल्डअप हुआ एंड फॉर्चुनेटली एट एवरी स्टेज आई स्टार्टेड मीटिंग पीपल लाइक यू एंड मेनी मोर पीपल एंड यू गाइस हैव चेंज्ड द वे आई लुक एट लाइफ फॉरगेट अबाउट मार्केट एंड प्रमल भाई को मैं बोलता हूँ ये मेरे गुरु है जो मेरे को सिखाए हैं कि वापस कैसे देना है सोसाइटी को खाली लेना नहीं है तुमको देना भी है राइट अपार्ट फ्रॉम आवर कॉमन पैशन ऑफ राकेश भाई ने सिखाया कि बहुत कोई एज नहीं होती है कुछ भी अगर करना है आज भी लर्नर है राकेश भाई इज समवन हु केम टू बैंकॉक टू अटेंड एज अ पार्टिसिपेंट in face to face because he wanted to learn right Pasi from the days of options oracle I have seen him using a globally recognized product bringing them to India then building on that product to his I mean everyone Patik इतना सॉफ्ट है इसको कैमरा के सामने मैं रिकॉर्ड करा रहा था तो he was बोलना पड़ता भाई कैमरा सामने देख ले and you can see it's so difficult to guess his expressions but the kind of career growth he has shown in his life all these are immensely inspiring तो more than anything else I think inspiration draw कर लेना जो किताबों से पहले मिलती थी I have always been reading biographies and autobiographies in my life and now I don't read because every person I meet itself is an autobiography which is worth reading
and since you brought up Bangkok topic मैं वहाँ सीखने ही आया था लेकिन the greatest what a takeaway of that particular 3-4 day event was my introduction to Ajay Sharma ji. I met very good friends with him and in that 45 minutes of his session, he has opened up lot of horizons of thinking for me, like how bigger people are investing, how they're looking at the stocks. And in that 45-minute session I could learn so many things. And Bangkok में 3-4 दिन साथ में हम लोग भी थे, मैं भी था, विशाल भी था. तो the kind of relationship that you develop because of the constant 3-4 days spending with each other is another level. It cannot be done in a single day event or a 2-hour event or something like that. So and definitely 3-4 दिन जो एक साथ में बिताते हैं वो अलग लेवल का ही नेटवर्क होता है. और नेटवर्क में as you rightly said, हम देने की भावना से आने चाहिए. सामने जितना देंगे वो सामने तो रिटर्न आता ही आता है. वो तो प्रेमल भाई भी जानते ही है कि आप अगर एक देते हैं तो सामने घूम फिर के 10 आता है अपने सामने.
Absolutely.
गिवर की भावना से आना चाहिए.
विवेक जी, I would like to add, नेटवर्किंग बहुत जरूरी है, बट लोगों से पर्सनल मिलना बहुत जरूरी है. बिकॉज आप कितना भी ऑनलाइन प्रेजेंस आपका कर लो, यू नो, जो आप लोगों से जब रूबरू मिलते हैं तो आपको जो उनके एक्सप्रेशंस का एक वाइब आता है, उनके अंदर का जो पॉजिटिविटी है वो आपके अंदर जो ट्रांसफर होता है, एंड द पावर ऑफ मीटिंग समबडी, शेकिंग अ हैंड एंड टॉकिंग टू हिम that person for at least 10 minutes also, you know, it gives you a immense the kind of positivity which it generates, you know. मुझे बहुत सारे लोग बोलते हैं सर ऑनलाइन. आई सेड ऑनलाइन ठीक है, कोविड था, हम लोगों ने ऑनलाइन कर दिया, बट देन वी हैव टू कंटिन्यू विद व्हाट वी यूज्ड टू बी एज ह्यूमंस बिफोर कोविड के. तो रूबरू मिलना बहुत जरूरी है. आई वुड रेकमेंड whoever is watching कि आप जितने एनालिस्ट को आप ट्रैक कर रहे हो, सिर्फ ऑनलाइन मत ट्रैक करिए, उनको जाके मिलिए, उनसे रूबरू जाके बात करिए, हाथ मिलाइए और उनके साथ 10-15 मिनट स्पेंड करिए, तो आपको उनके पॉजिटिविटी का जो असर है ना वो आपके ऊपर आएगा एकदम. विशाल जी ऐसे मैग्नेट है कि 15 मिनट भी उनके साथ बैठ जाओ ना तो आपके दिमाग में आ ही जाते, पूरे अंदर उतर जाते. आई एम मेट हिम. सो
हम लोग तो वैसे भी गोवा में हम लोग सब कोई रहेंगे ही, एंड देयर विल बी मेनी मोर पीपल. सो आई लव द थॉट प्रबल भाई यू सेड कि जब तक लोगों से मिलोगे नहीं तब तक वो एनर्जी ट्रांसफर नहीं होगी, तब तक एक्चुअली में उनका साथ हमको नहीं मिलेगा. बट लेट मी जस्ट टॉक टू पथिक कुछ बोलने वाले थे फॉर अ चेंज. बोलिए पथिक.
जैसे राकेश सर बोल रहे थे कि 3-4 दिन जो साथ में रह, मतलब एक्चुअली जो 3-4 दिन में वो 3-4 दिन नहीं होते, उसके बाद भी वो मतलब कुछ लोग होते, आप 50 लोगों से वो कॉन्फ्रेंस में मिलोगे, 100 लोगों से मिलोगे, बट उसमें आपके 10 लोग ऐसे हो गए जो लाइफ लॉन्ग वहां पे आपका एक रिलेशन बन जाता है. जैसे कि कुछ डेली कॉल्स हो जाते हैं, डेली आपके आइडियाज शेयर करने लगते हो उनसे भी. मतलब नॉर्मल, मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि सेलिब्रिटीज से ही सीख रहा है, तो वी ऑल्सो लर्न फ्रॉम द पार्टिसिपेंट्स. मतलब काफी लोग होते हैं जो नोन नहीं है बट उनके पास भी बहुत सारा नॉलेज होता है जो हमको सिखा के जाता है. तो दैट इज व्हाट आई एम लुकिंग फॉर, कि भाई सबको मिलो, सबका आइडियाज एक्सेप्ट करो, मतलब कि आपको उससे कुछ ना कुछ तो सीखने को मिलेगा.
जी. तो हम जब फेस टू फेस इस बार का, सॉरी मैं एक बात कर लेता हूँ, जो मैं, क्योंकि हम लोग साल में 2 बार फेस टू फेस का ऑफलाइन इवेंट करते हैं, इंडिया के बाहर और इंडिया में. तो गोवा में लास्ट टाइम किया था और इस बार फिर से गोवा में कर रहे हैं मार्च एंड में. तो जब हम डिजाइन कर रहे थे इस बार का, बिकॉज एवरी इवेंट हम कुछ नया थीम, नया थॉट के साथ आते हैं. वी जस्ट डोंट कॉपी पेस्ट व्हाट वी हैव बीन डूइंग अर्लियर, बिकॉज मतलब वो करना जरूरी नहीं है, बट इट्स जस्ट दैट वी वांट टू मीट एवरीवन एंड गिव एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू पीपल टू मीट. तो इस बार हमने सोचा कि यार 6-7 लोग आएंगे, पढ़ाएंगे, लाइव ट्रेडिंग करेंगे, पैसे बनेंगे, एक ओवरऑल माहौल अच्छा बनेगा. बट क्यों ना इस बार और भी लोगों को बोला जाए, अगर आपके पास समय है तो आप आइए, और जो लोग आ रहे हैं एज अ पार्टिसिपेंट उनको मौका दीजिए कि आपके साथ में और बैठ सके. जैसे लास्ट टाइम प्रमल भाई, आई डोंट नो वेदर यू गाइस रिमेंबर, बट वहां गोवा में एक तरफ सेशन चल रहा है और ये प्रमल भाई अपना अलग ही सेशन चला रहे हैं. वहां पे देयर आर 10-12 पीपल जो कॉन्स्टेंटली इनको घेर के बैठे हैं और इनसे पूरा निचोड़ दिया उन लोगों ने. मैंने बोला बॉस तुम तो गजब ही पैसा वसूल किया, यहाँ पे उधर का इवेंट अलग छोड़ के इधर में पूरा प्रमल भाई को चूस लिया तुम लोगों ने.
आई वुड लाइक टू रिकॉल विवेक जी, जो मेरा सेशन था आपको तो मालूम है रात को 1 बजे तक चला था और आपने फिर उसको बंद करने का अनाउंसमेंट किया था. देन नेक्स्ट डे मॉर्निंग मैं ब्रेकफास्ट लेके रूम पे गया और जो कॉन्फ्रेंस शुरू हो रहा था तो आई वाज जस्ट ट्राइंग टू रीच दैट कॉन्फ्रेंस हॉल जहाँ पे ये इवेंट अपना हो रहा था. एंड आई कैन से दैट इतना लोगों से मैं मिला हूँ कि मुझे रेस्टोरेंट के गेट से कॉन्फ्रेंस रूम में अंदर जाने तक 2.5 घंटा लगा था पहुंचने तक. So much of interaction, so many people, so much of meeting so many people. I was literally tired. और यहाँ तक कि एक दो लोगों ने बोला प्रियल भाई आप लंच करके आप अंदर जाओ.
अच्छा, आप सारे वॉरियर्स ने आपको घेर लिया था बेसिकली.
नहीं, it was not about warriors. बहुत सारे लोग जिनको आरएस के बारे में पता ही नहीं था, अगले दिन रात को मैंने कंसेप्ट इंट्रोड्यूस किया था, एंड देन दे वर सो एक्साइटेड दैट उनको मतलब एक जानने की वो जो अंदर से इंस्पिरेशन मिला था सब लोगों को, एंड देयर वर लाइक 30-40 पीपल हु वर जस्ट अराउंड मी. आई वाज इन द मिडिल and I was trying to address each of the individual जो उनके concerns questions है उसके.
Let me confess on this public platform, I've created a complete long shot system based on RS, and some of the inputs of that systems are taken from his webinar that is available on eLearn Market. So complete long shot system based on futures automatically makes space based on RS, and that I have just put it on beta testing, and quite a lot input has been from you and Prashant Shah from Define It. So this is how it helps each other.
Yes, absolutely.
And also one more story, I wanted to convey.
Yes, Kiru.
Yeah. Yes, Vivek. So no, actually, I wanted to convey this to Rakesh ji. Even I know I never had an opportunity to share this with Rakesh ji. So this incident is something which is an example to let people know how networking could greatly help. So one thing is, there were two traders which I've met. Their thought process greatly helped me to design my trading system or continue with the trading system and everything. But there is in one event where Rakesh ji, I think it is in 2016 or 17. I think it was after the demonetization event, and Rakesh ji was running a long short trading system back then. And I remember
2017
that was,
Tarabai Hall.
yeah.
Tarabai Hall.
So that was actually on demonetization day, where he was long just before day, and next day market opened at a huge gap down. And he, being a systematic trader, he himself was confused whether what needs to be done the next day. After seeing a huge gap, he was in a long position and the position going against him completely. And that day he himself was telling that he couldn't handle the emotions at that day. So because not following the system, he has to override the system on that day. So instead of going long, he has to go short at the morning, when the market opened. Because as per him, it was like, okay, it's a black swan event, which is not considered in the backtesting. So we have to go short in this. So he has to override that system, and eventually he ended up in higher loss. So that day he explained to all the audience, stating that if I have stick to the same system, that loss would have not occurred. So it's not like algo trading is a money making machine. Even that also involves certain emotional part into it. But if you don't interfere with the system and continue with it, definitely on the long run, or any kind of systems, any kind of strategies would definitely help the users to make returns. But that is one thing, like when you attend these kind of networking sessions and get to know about what people's thought processes, it's more than their trading strategy, it's their thought process. How do they think? How do they handle all these ups and downs with respect to markets? Once you get to know that, because this, I think I've seen this incident happened almost 5 or 6 years before, and it is still there in my mind. So whenever I think of Rakesh, this is the first incident that comes into my mind. Okay, even system traders has to go through all this. So attending these networking events helps you to build that thought process, and able to help you to become a disciplined trader in the long run.
Actually, you
and thank you so much, Rakesh, for that. We your learnings that you have shared on that event.
Yeah,
such nicely presented the thought that whenever you attend an online session or a training session, typically you read the words which a trainer is trying to communicate. Okay. But when you meet that person and when you spend a lot of hours, especially the evening hours, evening hours is more cozy, more comfortable, where both of you try to relax and talk other things beyond market. You actually read the mind of that person, right? And then you get the essence. I get at times, I get upset with the fact that people crib about other people. Ki yaar, ye falana fraud hai, ye hai, wo hai. But actually, if you meet people, you get the true sense of whether this person is genuine or the person is just trying to make up what he is not. And I've been blessed that I've met all of you because of my face-to-face and other engagements. And all 190 experts whom I have met, I don't feel at all that anyone is fraud. I mean, people have genuine background, genuine work which they are doing. The fact that some of them are training people, that doesn't mean that they are fraud, right? So all these misconceptions and noise which is there in online world actually gets negated whenever you meet people offline. And we know that 99% people don't make money, market only 1% make, which is 1% club. Now the question is, what is unique about those 1% people? They don't crib. They always find opportunity in everything. I know many people who have attended every single event, even though their net worth will be more than 1,000 crores, right? And they attend face-to-face events because they feel that at least I'll get, even if I get one thing which will improve my style, worth of that thing will be absolutely. So I humbly request people who are face-to-face learners, I don't know about other people because face-to-face learners बहुत serious learners है, इसलिए बोरिंग टॉपिक को एक एक घंटे तक वो लोग सुनते हैं. I request my face-to-face learners कि आप आइए इस event में, because we don't just do event for the sake of doing it. We really mean that you should get true value from all the lovely souls who will be there, and they will spend many hours with you, which they have committed to me कि don't worry about the time, जितना चाहिए उतना हम देंगे, but लेने वाला भी चाहिए. You know, you need seekers to give whatever you have, right?
इनफैक्ट मैंने आपको एक व्हाट्सएप फॉरवर्ड भी अपना व्हाट्सएप चैट भी फॉरवर्ड किया था कि हाउ सम यंग गाय लर्न फ्रॉम फेस टू फेस सीरीज, और 2-3 साल का ढोडाउन से वो बाहर निकला और अभी वो प्रॉफिटेबल ट्रेडर है. शायद आपको मैं वो व्हाट्सएप फॉरवर्ड भी किया था.
Yes, yes.
Many such people walking up to me in a lot of events that I do कि हम आपका जो आपने स्ट्रेटजी शेयर किया था फेस टू फेस में आज भी यूज कर रहे हैं, हमने इसको ऐसे इंप्रूव किया, एंड दिस इज हाउ वी आर मेकिंग मनी. एंड जो 11% डेटा है ना, जो 11% आर मेकिंग मनी, 89% आर लूजिंग मनी, आई थिंक वो डेटा 3-4-5% था, मुझे लगता है 5-6 साल पहले. 11% मेरे हिसाब से बेटर नंबर है. और आप जैसा काम कर रहे हो और जैसा दूसरे लोग भी काम कर रहे हैं, मुझे लगता है ये नंबर ऊपर जाने वाला है. 11 का 15 का 20 होने वाला है.
सर मेरा विजन है इंडिया से
इंस्टीट्यूशनल एज कम होने वाला है, रिटेल का एज बढ़ने वाला है, ऐसा मुझे लग रहा है, बिकॉज ऑफ द शेयर अमाउंट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन दैट इज अवेलेबल फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम.
Yes. And you know, my vision of 100 traders, taking them to global arena and giving those names to US traders, that boss तुम लोग खाली अपनी बातें करते हो, यहाँ इंडिया में भी 100 टॉप ट्रेडर्स है. हो सकता है तुम डॉलर में करके बड़ा स्किल कर रहे हो, बट हम रुपये में भी करके यहाँ पर ROE तुमसे बेटर जनरेट कर रहे हैं. And I've already discovered many of those 100 traders, and some of them are you guys, and there'll be many more who will come to Goa. So again, requesting all my face-to-face learners कि हो सके तो आइए Goa, because 3-4 days we're going to have a lot of learnings together. We're going to have fun, and more than that, हम लोग एक lifelong relationship build करेंगे. You won't believe, guys, there are people who called me to take their marriage suggestions. कि विवेक भाई इससे करूं कि नहीं करूं. अब you don't want to answer those questions, but then because they feel that I'm the person who can answer those questions, they are asking these questions. That's a relationship we build if we are together for many hours. So Prabal bhai, Pratik, Vishal, Santosh, Kiru, Piyush, Rakesh bhai, all of you will be there, and along with you, total 24 experts will be there. And you can't imagine the kind of learning carnival this is going to be. So I'm sure you guys will have a lot of learning as well from each other, and I'm sure you'll give your best to people who will approach you.
Thank you विवेक भाई for the opportunity. हम लोग काफी लोगों को मिलने वाले हैं, काफी लोग हम भी सीखने वाले हैं लोगों से, और अपना टाइम तो देंगे फ्रीली देंगे, कोई सवाल ही नहीं है. And we are going to deliver whatever we have best, हम अपना देंगे.
Thank you. It is expected from you. So thank you, Dosto. Thank you so much for your time today. Really blessed to have you guys around us, and just keep spreading positivity, and keep giving your best to the individual retail traders who really want to succeed in their endeavor to make money from market. Thank you so much for becoming part of today's session and the face-to-face card.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you
everyone. Bye.
चलिए दोस्तों, ये तो हुआ, अपने कुछ लोगों से बात कर लिए जो जेन्युइनली जो बहुत अच्छे हैं, जो जेन्युइनली मार्केट के अंदर में लगे हुए और काम कर रहे हैं. आपसे एक बात करनी थी कि क्या होता है कि एक थॉट प्रोसेस होती है लोगों की कि इतने पैसे क्यों ले रहे हो, आप तो पैसे कमा रहे हो. Well, there are certain things which you need to understand that ये जो इवेंट्स होते हैं, these events are not money making events. ये तो चलो इवेंट है तो उसका कॉस्ट है, होटल का कॉस्ट, रहने का कॉस्ट, blah blah blah, and obviously we all want a very good learning experience, so all these things has to be well organized and there is a machinery which goes behind it. So there is a cost and obviously we want to recover the cost. हम लोग लॉस मेकिंग काम नहीं करना चाहते. We want to become a self-sustainable business because only we are not the stakeholder of the business. Every one of you are stakeholder of the business. और आप नहीं चाहते कि बंद होए, because ये बंद होगा तो एक जो रेवोल्यूशन, एक जो इनिशिएटिव्स लिया गया है वो बीच में बंद हो जाने से उसका जो फल है वो अधूरा रह जाता है. तो don't think too much about the negative narratives which is there everywhere कि आप पैसे बना रहे हैं, आप ये कर रहे हैं. अरे कोई पैसा नहीं बना रहा है. You check the balance sheet of my company. You come to Calcutta, I'll show you the balance sheet of the company. This is a very small thing. But yes, it is important to organize these things because ultimately ये organize होगा ही तभी. जो राकेश भाई ने कहा ना कि जो इंस्टीट्यूशन एज था वो धीरे धीरे कम होगा और हम रिटेल इंडिविजुअल्स भी धीरे धीरे उसके पार आएंगे. पूरी तरीके से नहीं आ पाएंगे पार because they will continue to have a very solid edge, but at least larger population will come closer. So जो 11% लोग अभी प्रॉफिट बना रहे हैं जो पहले 3-4% था, ये probably 20 हो जाएगा, 25 हो जाएगा. And I'm sure we all want to be part of that profit making population in market and not just suckers जो आएंगे और पैसे देके चले जाएंगे. तो I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. And these events are very good events. So elanmarkets.com/Goa. Okay, I would suggest join us. We're going to have great time together, great learning, and I'm sure you will not be disappointed. No one has been disappointed ever who have been associated with us, and I'm sure you will not be disappointed as well. तो मिलता हूँ आपसे गोवा में, and the link of the website is right there नीचे में. So you can either call my team member in this mobile number, or you can send an email to arpan@stockist.com. And there will be link also below the video. तो अगर उस लिंक से आप डिटेल जानना चाहें तो प्लीज गो फील फ्री टू चेक द डिटेल्स. एंड अगर आपको कुछ क्वेरीज हैं तो आप वहाँ पोस्ट कर सकते हैं. We'll definitely get back to you. Thank you. See you guys in Goa, March end. Take care. Bye. Thank you.